look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too. And
Angel Reese once said, "I don't need anyone to tell me I'm great. I already know I am." Too bad no one told her fans. When she walked into her big debut, the place was dead. No cheers, no buzz, not even a nod from the janitor. The stands were emptier than a gym on day one. But instead of letting the silence kill the moment, Reese flipped it. She turned that ghost town into her own stage. What did she do next? You won't believe it.
So, people are watching, not just because of one person. All right, but they're watching because of me too. Me too. They're playing at LSU. There are people right now, her fans. You know what? Her social.
Angel Reese said she was her. Apparently, her means showing up to your first pro game to play hide and seek with an audience that never showed. It was so empty the popcorn vendors were questioning their life choices. Madam, the arena was a perfect spot for a meditation retreat. Peace, quiet, and zero distractions. Mostly because no one cared enough to be there.
With you guys today, Angel Reese. Girl, you're my angel. You're my darling. Folks, the Chicago Sky Game 1 of the preseason was underway last night. Angel Reese looked pretty good, but we're going to get into that momentarily. On the negative side, Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a...
Meanwhile, over in the basketball multiverse, Caitlin Clark is casually smashing ticket records, trending like she cured boredom itself, and getting the full Taylor Swift treatment. Packed arenas, screaming fans, cameras going off nonstop. All while Angel Reese loses her cool anytime someone even mentions Caitlin's name.
It's time to finally, end the argument. End the argument that there is any sort of other needle mover that is even remotely close to Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. And again, the reason why we've got Hailey Van Lith up is because it was Hailey Van Lith's return as well as Angel Reese's return. Angel was not the only person. They had two players returning. However, right now in Carver, there are no tickets left for under...
Let's be real. Reese was probably expecting a red carpet, fireworks, and a standing ovation just for showing up. Instead, she got the sound of the tumbleweed rolling across the hardwood. That special kind of silence that happens right after someone says, "Trust me, I'm a big deal." And then, nothing. No applause, just crickets.
Her fingers turn to can't even show up and buy ticket fingers. Angel Reese, going home to her alma mater, LSU, plays against the Brazilian national team in front of 6,300. And
to be fair, Angel's never been shy about her confidence. She strutted onto courts like she'd owned them, puffed her chest like she invented rebounds, and swatted away critics like flies. But all that big talk echoed a bit hollow when the only ones watching were a few bored reporters and a security guard nodding off.
I tried to tell you guys, you heard me say it on this channel. A lot of Angel Reese fans are not basketball fans, and they are proving it. They proved it last night without a shadow of a doubt. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. You might be like, well, Rhodes, what was...
The best part, while Angel was busy scanning the stands like she'd lost her fan base, Caitlin Clark was making her debut in front of a sold-out crowd packed tighter than a clown car. Ticket prices were sky high. Think Beyonce concert or the last cronut in NYC. And did Caitlin disappoint? Please. She dropped highlights like mixtapes, and the crowd devoured it like they'd been starving since March Madness. Angel, meanwhile, her game wasn't exactly must-see TV, more like something you'd catch on a glitchy live stream with bots in the comments. But did she let the empty stands or her humility spoil the day? No. She still found time to go off on social media, the media, and probably her Uber driver.
I don't want to hear ever again anyone ever tell me that there's anyone that's like Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. I don't ever want to hear it again. Nobody. There is nobody like her. I'm not glazing her. I'm telling.
When in doubt, blame the system, right? Reese hinted the world was just unfair, that people should have come, that it was all part of some grand anti-Reese conspiracy. Not the simpler truth. Maybe, just maybe, all eyes were on Caitlin because Caitlin earned it. Let's not kid ourselves. Caitlin Clark dragged college basketball into primetime practically solo. She wasn't just playing, she was rewriting history. Logo threes, no-look passes, court vision that had analysts using words like generational and alien without flinching. She didn't beg for the spotlight, she owned it. Meanwhile, Angel seemed more focused on trademarking her attitude. If Caitlin was busy changing the game, Angel was busy perfecting the drama, eye rolls, finger waves, post-game shade thrown with the finesse of a 2012 Twitter suck week.
They're getting that attention now. And I told you before that they'll have it sort of be like a reality TV. And that's what they're starting to give us. And we're paying attention. We're all tuned in. They're getting more attention than they've ever gotten before. And a part of it is Angel Reese. We cannot deny that. She was a part of it. Is she the part of it? No, that's Caitlin. Caitlin is the person who's the main factor. She's the top of the show. She's what everybody...
Her fans, what's left of them, claimed she was robbed. Blamed the schedule. Said she was too real for the league. Right, because pro sports hate confident, talented women. Truth is, no one's punishing Angel Reese. She's just coasting on one viral moment like it's a lifetime pass. The difference? Caitlin shows up, shuts up, and dominates. Angel shows up, shows off, then sulks when the applause doesn't come. And that post-game look, like she got stood up on prom night, scrolling Instagram for validation. Her "I'm still that girl" speech would have landed better if anyone was there to hear it besides bored reporters.
Talk about how much they're fans of Angel Reese, but they won't actually put in effort to show how much they're fans of Angel Reese. They won't put their money where their mouth is, a running theme with the...
How embarrassing! How embarrassing! Now, you're not going to hear this from the mainstream media who continues to pretend that the Bayou Barbie is beloved. You're not going to hear this from the media who continues to pretend that Angel Reese is a huge star. The Bayou Barbie might be beloved by some. Angel Reese might even be a huge star. But like I have been telling you guys for 2 years, there's one thing that Angel Reese is not. Angel Reese is not a...
But let's rewind to the actual game, her first pro game. You'd think she'd treat it like a golden chance to lock in, hustle, and shut up the critics. Nope. It looked more like a pickup run after 3 hours of sleep and a slight hangover. The stat line. Less game changer, more just game. Meanwhile, Caitlin stepped in with that calm swagger, dropping smooth passes, deep threes, real leadership. The kind of debut that makes fans say, "Take my money." Angels? More like, "Wait, that was today." You can almost see her later, scrolling through headlines, hunting for one. Just one. That said, Angel Reese seals the spotlight. Nothing. The only thing she stole was her own thunder. And hey, this is the pros. Numbers matter. So let's talk stats.
But for Caitlin Clark to be as popular as she is, I mean, it's just kind of extraordinary. I mean, it's cut through the noise to an extent that I've never seen anything in women's college basketball.
But also, I think that people understandably have a fascination with extreme...
Where y'all at? Angel Reese fans, where y'all at? Chicago Sky fans, where y'all at? I know people from Florida flying into Iowa to watch Caitlin Clark go up against the Brazilian national team. I know people from California flying in to Iowa to watch Caitlin Clark go up against the Brazilian national team. I wouldn't be surprised if people from Europe, South America, Africa, China are flying just to watch Caitlin Clark return to Iowa to take on the Brazilian national team. But LSU, Angel Reese, and all of those bums can't dish up a couple dollars to watch Angel Reese play. And it's pathetic because Angel Reese had a damn good game. damn good game. Showed off her new Reebok shoes, looking pretty good. Picked up right where she left off, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4 for 7. The double-double is back.